Buddy Hardwood, record executive, talent scout, full bloom record. I'm also a former sheriff. Hey, shut the hell up. We're trying to film over here. Yeah.
I met Buddy, I guess 3 years ago. I got to a point in my career that I needed roadies. Through another acquaintance, I heard about the Werewolf Zoo, farm, whatever you want to call it.
Shit you ever gonna see in your life. Best music you're gonna see in your life. All the hits.
And so I got in touch with him and came out and looked at some pups and a couple full growns.
When you leave, don't call me a whore. Be there. Buddy Hardwood, if they ask you who took you to get down there, get in the door, you tell Buddy Hardwood sent you. All right? That's Buddy, B-U-D-D-Y, Hardwood, H-A-R-D-W-O-O-D. Not to be confused with Hollywood. Give me a call.
Yeah, Steve Smith is he's a guy that lives up in Virginia, and he has something called the Roadie Werewolf Rights Initiative.
So you want to know about Buddy Hardwood? Well, at RWRI, we conducted many investigations of Buddy's werewolf ranch. The conditions there were deplorable. I almost hesitate to give you details. It really is extremely graphic. The one thing that Buddy was always concerned about was simply making cash money off of the sales of his werewolves. Yes, Buddy was raising werewolves for sale, which is illegal in almost every country in the world.
Well, you don't like smoke in your face? Get you high and you go in there and get your little werewolf woman pregnant. I'm running low on cash, bitch. You understand? I need to go and get some fucking cases at the liquor store. All right? Get your shit together and get in there and be a man. Be the stud I thought I damn raised you to be. All right, number 3.
He's nothing like Buddy Hardwood, but he's kind of a questionable character too. You know, he champions werewolves' rights and all that kind of stuff. But you know, there's something kind of off about him.
Just let's dial it all back a little bit and let's go to the table and sort of see if we can't work something out. Because one thing that you have to remember is that the werewolves want to do the right thing. You want them to do the right thing, and
We have talked at length about how a lot of this is because of those attitudes, the idea that they are flea bags or lice hotels, the kind of non-enlightened view that people here like Buddy Hardwood, for instance, would embrace. We want to change that. We want you to understand that the roadie werewolves want to do right.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, good God, he hates Steve Smith. Buddy Hardwood hates Steve Smith with a passion.
Okay. He'll be down there. 8 p.m. Dallas, North.
Steve Smith tried to ruin my goddamn life, but I ain't gonna let him. He ain't nothing but a little pissant bitch. You hear me, Steve? I ain't scared of you. We arrest guys like you, Steve, in Marshall, North Carolina, and if we don't put you in the jail, we put your ass under the jail. Ain't that right? And he don't do nothing but champion werewolves and everything like that, and sleep with them. He has sex with them. Steve Smith, I've seen him sit. And he's a bitch who sits around and has sex with werewolves, okay?
I felt sorry for him. I really did. I felt sorry for him. Yeah, I mean, there was this guy, Terry Quist. This guy was a real piece of work. I mean, he is a nutcase. But he used to follow me and my bandmate, the late, great Austin Hicks, around. And we were in a band together called the Low Counts. But Terry thought we were this band that he loved called the Parkway Boys. But anyway, he and Buddy are in cahoots. But basically what would happen is Buddy would call him up, and I think Terry was like the guy that went out and found all the people that wanted to buy the werewolf pups. And then Buddy would bring the pups to Terry, and they'd meet behind the Tasty Freeze to either exchange that or the money. Yeah, Cowboy was, you know, it was basically like Buddy's lackey, you know. I mean, I think they grew up together, but Buddy just kept him, you know, he kept him boozed up all the time, and he'd buy massive amounts of pot and keep Cowboy smoking, you know, pot around the clock. I mean, he'd just be stoned out of his mind.
How's my do-rag look? I worked on the zoo. Back when Buddy had it. He's a no good, filthy piece of shit. He was selling them werewolves and making a lot of money. He made a lot of money with the black werewolves. King, Werewolf King, Buddy Hardwood, Steve Smith a bitch. Buddy Hardwood, I'm a former sheriff. Don't forget that shit. Everybody ruined my life. They keep me out there all the time, high on marijuana, pills, smoking meth. Yeah, you feel that? You getting high? You're gonna be high as Cowboy. You know, he made me do stuff like get a water hose and spray them down and everything like that. And he'd be out there with his gun, popping it all fire, just going crazy, man. Just going crazy. I ain't never seen it like.
Yeah, there was more than one occasion where I was out at the Werewolf Zoo, and Buddy had Cowboy doing all his dirty work, and he would be filming it with his camcorder, and you know, he'd have Cowboy do stuff like, you know, they'd get the werewolves out and hook up a hose and spray hot water on them. Cowboy would do this. Buddy would just sit back and laugh, and like he'd fire his gun in the air, and you know, just to scare him.
Hey bastard, last motel piece of shit. Cowboy, get the damn water hose on now. Put it on hot. We're gonna hose them down. Yeah, we're gonna teach y'all to procreate and make some puppies. Hey, I like that, Steve Smith. Steve Smith can't help you now. He can't help you now, son of a bitch. Get on, Cowboy, what are you doing? Playing with your pecker? I'm the Werewolf King. I run the show around here. Buddy Hardwood. Somebody get Smokey and shut up. Man, I love them werewolf puppies. And I miss them every day. And it hurts me a lot to think about some of the stuff I done. But I love them werewolf puppies, and there was one called Simba. And I loved it with all my heart. And I'm pretty sure that Buddy and so makes Terry Quest, you know him. That's his running buddy. And so I'll tell you what, hometown, him and that Terry Quest, they took my favorite one, Simba. And I was so high on meth that day I didn't even know where I was. And they took her. My do-rag look all right.
One of the most egregious things that we found was his forced procreation. That's right, he was insisting that the werewolves reproduce. This makes total sense when you realize that the only thing Buddy was in this for was cash money, period. Cash money, I say. It was really just money that's going straight to the liquor store. But I think by now we all know that about Buddy Hardwood.
Well. Look at here. I guess you found out. Yeah, what's going on, man?
What's up, buddy? How's it going?
Oh, fuck, man. I don't know. Just out here, just fucking hustling werewolves.
Is that a gun, buddy?
Yeah, it ain't real. I just used to mess with werewolves and scare them and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and Cowboy hosed them down earlier with some hot water.
Okay, right.
Well, this was a beaut, man. You know, y'all already paid up. I appreciate the 4,000,
Yeah,
4K.
absolutely, man. He looks great.
This guy's great. You take him to your guy, and you tell him you get all. This guy's a chick magnet, man. I'll tell you what,
I'll
chick
let
magnet.
him know. Appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah, man. And just you know, spread the word, man.
Absolutely.
Spread the word. There's plenty more where that come from, Bubba.
Wow.
They're mating like crazy. It's crazy.
Okay,
They're
good
going
to know.
mating like crazy.
Good to know, buddy. Appreciate
All right,
that,
man. Keep it real.
Have a good one.
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, well, you don't drink and drive.
I do. I've been practicing.
Okay.
I've been practicing. Werewolf King. Terrence, buddy. What's up, man?
Hey man, how's it going?
Well, you know, I got some new I got some new pups. New werewolf pups. We need to move. We gotta get these moves, man. You know what I'm saying? You know anybody would like to, huh?
I may know a few people.
You know somebody might buy them?
Well, yeah, I got my Care Bear buddies. I'm pretty sure I can talk them into.
I need big money for them, Terry. Terry, we gotta get big money, bub. I need like $4,000 for one of these damn puppies. Well, they got big.
Well, the Care Bears.
Well, they got deep pockets or what?
Yeah, I believe I can move a few for you.
You can. You know I don't give a shit about these damn werewolf pups or any shit like that. I just need the damn money.
I got you.
You know that son of a bitch.
Well,
That son of a bitch, Steve Smith, and his ass. He's been giving me a lot of hell, man. Trying to, he's putting the heat on us, man, about moving these pups.
what Steve don't know won't hurt him.
That's right. Well, listen, man. Let's meet up down by the Tasty Freeze back there behind it, and I'll pass off the pups.
Okay, but we got to keep this on our down low from Grandma.
I ain't telling you, goddamn grandma, man.
Well, okay.
All right, I'll see you here in about 20 minutes.
I got you. I'm getting the moped fired up.
And he never paid me. He never paid me what he owed me. And it was just a horrible experience working out there on that zoo. Y'all need to ride somewhere. I run a taxi cab service. And you do ride and let me know. I don't mess with Uber. I'm not in competition with them. But we ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? No doubt.
Of course, we can't forget the baby werewolf petting zoos. Yes, Buddy was taking baby werewolves, taking them away from their mothers, and having humans feed them human food, pet them, paw them, play with them.
Action.
Now you come on down to Buddy Hardwood's Werewolf Zoo. You can pet a real live werewolf puppy, and we charge you $1,000 per person, $500 for the kitties. And come down here and I love werewolves. I love them. I love werewolf puppies. Look, there ain't nothing more beautiful than a werewolf puppy. I love them. Werewolf puppies are the spice of life. I love werewolf puppies. Who wants to pet one? Who wants to pet one of these damn things? Huh?
Baby werewolves are extremely susceptible to human germs. They also have a strict diet. They cannot eat human food. These people were coming and they were buying popcorn and even trying to feed them beer and things like this. And the baby werewolves oftentimes didn't make it. Many of them grew up scarred with horrible maims that took years and years of treatments to grow back. It was just an awful, awful time. And Buddy is an awful person for ever having this idea and trying to do these things.
He would do things like, he'd just go out and just go into where the garage where he kept them and which is where I learned to keep my werewolves in the garage. But I mean, his were in like the conditions that they were living in were just despicable. And I mean, he'd do stuff like he'd go out there in the morning and wake them up. He'd have his gun and shooting it in the air and all that kind of stuff. And
Wake up, you goddamn fleabag sons of bitches. Goddamn, you in there? Get your asses up. We got puppies to sell and mating to do.
there was a lot of that. There was a lot of him, you know, firing the gun around the werewolves because he knew it upset them, you know.
Werewolf King! Werewolf King for life! Fuck you, Steve Smith! Bitch! Steve Smith!
Buddy would strut around wearing some sort of fake sheriff's badge and some sort of fake Sam Brown belt. And he had a very real pistol, however, and he had mace, and he had just about every other thing you could imagine. And he would take out all of his frustrations on these werewolves.
I won't pull the trigger! Huh? Huh? Say I won't pull the trigger! Buddy goddamn hardwood. Y'all keep me from getting dates and women. Hey, werewolf puppy. I went and killed that bitch named Steve Smith. I cut him up into a million pieces so you'd be able to eat him. For supper tonight, you will have Steve Smith. He's such a little bitch, and you know it's true. But his ass is dead, and I'm feeding him to you. Werewolf puppy, what would you like to eat some more of that bitch? He's a little sniveling bitch. He all time had me high on weed, pills, meth. I was so strung out I didn't know what to do. Well, I hope you enjoyed your stay at my goddamn zoo, but you're going now to get your ass sold so Daddy can get the big bucks and get some liquor. You damn scaby-ridden furball piece of shit.
I mean, they loved to blow stuff up. They were constantly blowing. Buddy was always blowing stuff up. It was unreal.
That's right, but a hardwood Werewolf King.
Multiple occasions, he threatened to kill Steve. He would talk about that bitch ass Steve, that little pissant Steve. Yeah, I'm gonna kill that little bitch. That little bitch better watch his ass. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, man, what's up?
Man, ain't doing too goddamn good, Terry. I'm at the end of my rope with Steve Smith, man. Something's got to give, man. What do you think about doing a hit on him, man?
Did we take him out on my moped?
Yeah, well, I want him taken out. I want him dead. Now I'm willing to pay you $15,000 to do it.
I'll make it look like an accident.
Just make it look like, put him on your moped and push him off a damn hill or some shit. And just kill his ass. I mean, just make it look like he got, you know, upset about werewolves and all his love for werewolves and had to end it, you know. And just make it look like an accident. I'll pay you $15,000.
All right. I'm going to go fill up and take care of this right now.
You ain't messing with me, Terry, are you? You gonna really do it?
I got you, my friend.
All right. You just meet down there behind the Tasty Freeze and you know, after it's done and everything, I'll give you the cash.
Will do.
All right, Bubba.
Grandma, I'm going out.
Yeah, I mean, it just got worse and worse about I'm gonna kill Steve, you know, and
yeah, Buddy Hardwood's a piece of shit. He ain't nothing but a piece of shit. Buddy Hardwood is a piece of shit.
he came to my house and killed number 6. Yeah. He shot him in the head with a silver bullet. And then went on Facebook and bragged about it and laughed about it afterwards. And so that's the kind of guy we're dealing with. Yeah.
What was Buddy doing with the money? He was buying beer, booze, and trying to buy broads. It just didn't work out for him very well.
Some of the best moments of my life was out there taking care of them werewolf puppies. And that son of a bitch, I hope he rots in hell. I ain't spoke to him since. I don't talk to him none. He ain't nothing but a piece of shit. And I don't even mess with people like that no more. Since I got out of prison, I just been trying to keep on straight and narrow and everything like that to keep it on the fly. And keep me high on pot all day long. And smoking meth. Taking a lot of pills. And
Remember, they have rights.